Hey, what's going on? I haven't made anything with the Nord drum in a little bit, so I just wanted to make a track only using the Nord drum. I'm just going to start from scratch and just see what I can come up with. I'm going to select pad follow, so I'm going to hit both of these so that whichever pad I hit, that'll be the selected channel. It just makes things a little bit easier for me. All right, I'm going to go to the wave type, and I think I'm going to change this to a square wave. I'm going to open up the decay. And I'm going to move the pitch down. That's cool. I'm going to give it a little bit of a pitch envelope so it sort of does like a kick sound. That's cool. I like this. I'm just going to make this, maybe I'll add a little bit of distortion to it. Cool. I'm going to copy this pad. I'm going to put it down here. And I'm going to move this up a quarter step. I'm going to hold down Shift and hit mono group for both of these, sort of like a choke group. All right, I'm gonna go for a cowbell, so I'm gonna go to the drum select. I'm gonna go to percussion and see if I can find. There it is. Turning up the distortion, and then I'm gonna find a pitch that makes sense with this. Let's see. This doesn't have any noise in it. I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm going to turn off the envelope for the noise so that it doesn't do like a resonant sound, but instead I just want more of a that sound. Maybe move the frequency up just a little bit. Sort of gives it a little bit of a snare sound. I'm going to go for a hi-hat here, or I'm going to treat it like a hi-hat, but instead what I'll do is I'm just going to use a saw wave. So that's A3. So let's see, 66. Cool. And I'm going to make the decay really short. And we'll add some noise in there too. Same thing, I'm going to turn off the envelope for the noise. We're going to go to bandpass. And let's turn up the... Turn the decay down. Shorter decay. We're gonna go to reverb type, and we're gonna go to P1, which is play. Actually, you know, let's do a room reverb. R1, reverb, and let's turn this up. I like that. Maybe a little bit more of this. And maybe we'll turn the tone down just a little bit. Love it. And then I'm gonna copy this pad, paste. I've gone up the pitch for the tone, just another quarter step, and then I'm gonna open up the decay a little bit on this. Same for the tone. I'm going to take this decay and then turn the verb up a little bit. I mean the distortion. That's all the way up. I'm going to use another preset. I'm going to go to the snare drum. I'm grabbing snare drum 3 from the presets because I like this one here. I can't seem to remember how to make it, but it sounds sort of like a TR-808 snare a little bit to me. Reverb all the way up on this. I'm going to open up the decay on this, and I'm going to also add it to the mono group. I'm going to pull the reverb out of this. Cool. So then we can really hear the cutoff with that mono group. I like these sounds. I'm gonna go to my channel settings for each of these. I'm gonna take the kick, I'm gonna pan it to the left, the kick to the left. I'm moving this to the right, snare to the right, and both of these to the right as well. Cool. So now I have all of my high end on one channel, and then I have all of my low end on another channel, so I can process them a little bit differently. And now I'm just gonna start trying to come up with something and see if I can turn it into a track. Okay, I just finished a performance and I've got it recorded in. If you take a look, I've got the low end here on this top track and I've got the high end here. And then I just have a kick sample through Ableton's drum rack supplementing the low end here. So let's take a listen to the low end. And then with the kick. And then here's the high end. I'm gonna start automating different effects on these different tracks and see if I can get these things to stand out or sound a little bit more interesting. If you watched my last video, I talked about macro knobs and setting up your own user remote scripts for Ableton. And I'm gonna use some of the things that I talked about in that previous video here. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. I have an effects rack set up here and it's got these 4 knobs mapped to the parameters that are within Ableton here. So I have a bandpass filter, I have a DJ fade to gray knob, I have a glitch knob that I normally use. However, I have this running to the rat, so it's like a sort of opens up into a distortion, and then I have another one of those using Ableton's pedal. Let's take a listen real quick. I'm just gonna run through them and just play with them, and you can just kind of hear what I've got. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna automate all this different stuff, and then hopefully I have a decent sounding track whenever I'm finished. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of that, and hopefully this sounds good. Thanks for taking the time to listen. If you get an opportunity, take a listen to my album that's on all the streaming platforms. It's called Precipice. I made it like a year ago, so it's old. But yeah, hey, thanks for hanging out. That's what's up.